One person is dead, another seriously injured after a hit and run in Midtown. A cop shot after responding to a call of a man with a gun in Irvington, New Jersey. The shooter opens fire on an ICE location in Dallas, killing a detainee, wounding 2 others. The Long Island cop will be honored at the next Jets home game for serving his community after losing his legs serving his country. Yankees win, Mets lose, but so too did the Reds. AccuWeather says cloudy, warm, and humid overnight. Couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Low 68. Mostly cloudy and very humid later today. Couple more showers into the evening. High 75. Winds News Time 12:01. Let's get you where you need to go with Jeff Jensen.
Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels at the George Washington Bridge. Lower level is closed going to New Jersey this morning, so that adds up to about a 15 to 20 minute ride to use the upper level this morning. Now into town, just a bit slow, a tad slow as you get toward where the tolls were, approaching the upper level. The tolls are gone. The construction's there instead, and the left lane is the only one getting by. 5-10 minute wait there. Cars should definitely try the lower level to avoid that. The Lincoln is good both ways. The Holland is good both ways. The Midtown Tunnel is not jammed trying to get into the city, and outbound a little bit slow there too, but 20-minute ride in there. The other East River crossings look good. Crossing into Brooklyn on the BQE westbound construction near Atlantic Avenue slows you down. You're heavy back to Tillery Street this morning. And the LIE again with the roadwork this morning, eastbound into Casino Boulevard, only the right lane open, and then there's also some more eastbound work by the Clearview. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Other than wet roads, we're looking good. No troubles at all on the LA Northern State or the Southern State Parkway on this Thursday morning. Jeff Jensen, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
Shots fired in Penn Station. Commuters duck and cover for their lives on the Long Island Railroad platforms. It happened just after 7 between tracks 18 and 19.
2 off-duty cops were waiting for the LIRR at Penn Station when all of a sudden a man tried to rob one of the officers. That officer pulled out her gun and shot him in the arm and the abdomen.
I'm glad they were there to take care of business, but I'm glad it wasn't me.
Commuters taking the LIRR shaken up.
I wouldn't know how to react.
These officers have a very difficult job to do, and I feel for them.
Sources say the suspect has been arrested at least 5 times. The most recent time was August 8th in the Crown Heights area, where he was arrested for assault. Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM at Penn Station.
One person dead, another seriously injured after a hit-and-run crash in Midtown. Happened around 2:40 in the afternoon at 5th Avenue and 40th Street. The victims believed to be tourists from Germany. A 50-year-old woman killed. 55-year-old man now in the hospital. This eyewitness tells 1010 wins she ran to help.
There were a lot of people around, and people were screaming and calling, but I guess, people maybe didn't want to move him, maybe were afraid, and I just didn't want him to be lying there alone. I just ran over to him and kneeled down. I put my hands on his shoulder, and I was trying to talk to him and try to comfort him.
Police tracked down the driver of the minivan that struck the couple at 8th Avenue and West 38th Street. This didn't even have real plates on it. It had Times Square rip-off plates, things that somebody who comes to visit here takes home. A fake New York plate that says Times Square on it. That was on the back of this car. That person's now in custody. Charges pending as the investigation continues. Police officers shot in the afternoon in New Jersey. Just after noon at the Gallery Holiday Hotel in Irvington near Newark in Essex County. Officers responded to a call of a man with a gun. They found one. Gunfire exchanged. An officer hit in the back. 2 people taken into custody with charges pending. 2 other officers taken to the hospital for observation. None of the injuries considered life-threatening. A shooter with a rifle opened fire from a roof onto a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement location in Dallas, killing 1 detainee, wounding 2 others before dying by suicide. Vice President J.D. Vance on the attack.
Just because we don't support illegal aliens, we don't want them to be executed by violent assassins engaged in political violence either. So we're praying both for our ICE agents, but also for everybody who's affected by this terrible attack.
House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is offering condolences and prayers to victims and the families of those hurt and killed in that Dallas shooting. He says,
we need leadership that brings people together, not national leadership that tears people apart.
Jeffries also thanked first responders who raced toward the shootings and secured the situation to prevent any further carnage.
As correspondent Allison Keyes. Long Island driver of the disabled is now accused of sexually abusing a young woman.
The Nassau County DA says the abuse was going on for years. 62-year-old Stephen Harrison is accused of pulling over the van he drove for a group for the disabled and in a parking lot sexually abused a young woman he was supposed to drive home.
This is a man who allegedly preyed on some of the most vulnerable people in our community. We have already received other complaints.
DA Ann Donnelly says the woman told police she was abused from the ages of 24 to 27 years old.
She was brave and she was strong to come forward.
Harrison pleaded not guilty. He was held on $500,000 bond. Sophia Hall, 1010 wins, a 92.3 FM on Long Island.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky telling the UN that international diplomacy is failing his country and that the only way to stop the fighting is to fight back militarily.
He said that Russia had left Ukraine no other choice but to develop this new generation of not just air, but also land and sea drones, saying that new weapons, what new weapons can do to old, expensive systems should be a wake-up call to everyone. He kind of pushed this argument that none of this would have happened if Putin hadn't started the full-scale war.
Correspondent Ian Pannell, also at the General Assembly today.
Turning the page on decades of distance, Syria's President Ahmad al-Shara addresses the UN General Assembly Wednesday, marking the first time any president from his country has done so in almost 60 years.
Syria is reclaiming its rightful place among the nations of the world.
In December, then-President Bashar Assad was ousted. In his speech through a translator, al-Shara also blasting Israel and standing with Gaza.
The suffering Syria endured, we wish upon no one. We are among the peoples most deeply aware of the horrors of war and destruction. For this reason, we stand firmly with the people of Gaza.
Julie Walker, New York.
New York City's 15-mile-per-hour speed limit for e-bikes and scooters is now set to take effect October 24th. Mayor Adams says the speed limit mirrors that of European cities. This is what he said about it in July.
We all know this experience. I've heard it at every town hall in the city. Speeding e-bikes and e-scooters. It's dangerous for children. It's dangerous for families. That changes today.
But it is still not clear how this is going to be actually enforced. 71 degrees. We're going down to 68 in Midtown. A local war hero cop sent to be honored by the Jets. We'll tell you about that, but first, Wins News Time 12:11. Let's get you where you need to go with Jeff Jensen.
Some slowdowns as you travel in Queens. It's heavy go, actually, on the Van Wyck both ways. Roadwork in the Rain. That's a song. It's not a song, actually, but that's
Rhapsody.
Okay, there you go. That's what's going on the the Van Wyck both ways. Southbound work near Atlantic Avenue. Only the right lane gets by. And northbound, same thing. Only the right lane is open. Eastbound side of the LIE approaching Casino Boulevard. That's a pretty heavy ride there with construction. Only one lane gets by. Take the Grand Central. You'll avoid the road work by the Clearview. But then you'll see the construction on the Grand Central approaching the Clearview. So either way, you have a little work going on there. And westbound repairs on the BQE down by Atlantic Avenue. Slow traffic going back past Tillery Street this morning. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Some delays at the GWB getting out of the city. You're slow from the Deacon to the bridge. Lower levels closed this morning. Going out. Inbound, lower levels open. Use that over the upper. The upper's just got slight delays as you approach the tolls. The left lane, the only one getting by there. Lincoln and Holland are okay, and the Verrazano's moving nicely. Jeff Jensen, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
A couple of showers can be expected early this Thursday morning. Otherwise, it's looking warm and humid with plenty of clouds around. There may even be a thunderstorm in the area with a low dropping down to 68, followed by a cloudy and humid day later today. As well as those showers and storms continue, there may be gusty winds within any good downpour with a high of 75, but we'll start to dry out Thursday night with just a lingering shower or thunderstorm leading to a cloudy and still humid Thursday night with a low only falling to 69. That sets up for a warmer Friday with a mix of clouds and sun. It stays humid as well, and there may still be a shower with a high of 80 ahead of slightly lower humidity for Saturday, along with some sun at times and a high of 77. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist LaTroy Thornton on New York's weather station 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
We have a break in the rain for the moment. 71 degrees and cloudy. A surprise for a Suffolk County police officer whose service to his country led to a major physical sacrifice that he would not let stop him from serving his community.
The Jets' veteran of the game, October 5th, will be Officer Matias Ferreira.
As far as we know, he was the first double amputee to serve as an active duty police officer.
I wasn't expecting this at all.
The Jets surprised him with that honor for his service in Afghanistan, and both legs below the knee were blown off by an IED.
Throughout the last 10 to 15 years, it's been a blur because I've learned a lot about myself. You know, I'm 36 years old. I was 21 when I got injured, and I think my mental health journey has been incredible.
He's also got a Purple Heart and has trained hundreds of officers in the police academy. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
What do you think of influencers on social media? What do you think of some 20-something, looks 30-something, flaunting wealth or makeup or something? Well, now an elder person is dispensing dating advice. She's created an online following as her own type of influencer.
Influencer Lori Cooper is encouraging women to ditch the dating apps and sit at the bar.
Sit at the bar.
Isn't that amazing?
Has made such a splash, girls.
Many New York City bars are reporting an uptick in singles this month.
I do go out 7 nights a week, and I love socializing. I love meeting people, and it was a natural connection.
Cooper is a widow who doesn't reveal her age, but loves to dispense no-nonsense advice on dating and life.
Get yourself dressed, put your makeup on, go into that corner bar in your neighborhood.
Her Sit at the Bar September post has gotten 700,000 views on social media. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
President Trump expected